My 98 Buick Regal. I've owned that car since I was a senior in high school, and never thought we'd see the day where it'd actually make a self-appearance here on Boneyard Revivals, but it seems right. What it really came down to was that I had a car before that I wrecked. I ended up buying that car. I think my dad actually helped me buy that one, because at that point, when you're a broke teenager, you know, you have literally zero money. But yeah, I bought that car back in 2017. It was like, I want to say like December of 2017. So the time that this video is coming out, I've officially owned the car for 8 years now, which doesn't even sound right to say at all whatsoever. Oh man, that car has just kind of been in the background, and I would imagine it's got to be heading towards 200,000. I bought it when it had, I think, 87,000. That's right. I bought that car when it had 87,000 on it. The odometer stopped working at 120, and the odometer stopped working 4 years ago. So who knows? It's a mystery. So many memories. The channel that we had before this one, we did a lot of videos on, and this video is kind of a tribute to those videos to kind of paint the whole story of where this car has been, and then we're going to kind of get into the series as we move on throughout the next couple of weeks here of bringing this car back and putting some life back into it.
Well, old muffler, it's been good knowing you. You've been really, really trustworthy and faithful, and bye-bye.
Yes.
Going to be doing the brake upgrade on the 98 Buick Regal, the W body platform, which is actually funny. I found all of this on a forum online where these are original rotors, calipers, and pads. There's an upgrade you can do. You go from a 10.8 inch rotor to a 12-inch rotor. So basically what I did is I went to the junkyard, found rotors, pads, calipers, and the brackets. Now, what they said you needed to do this upgrade was just the bracket and the rotor. This is just one of the caliper brackets, calipers, and pads that I got. These actually came off of a 2004 Chevy Impala. Got my rag here. Just gonna wipe this down. There's gonna be a lot of dust and stuff that comes off of these. So just for people who are wondering what's the real difference between rotors and how much of an upgrade it actually is, here's the rotor that's originally off the car, right? Here is the one that is going on. There's the size difference. All right, so right here we have our rotor. I actually ended up sending these out and having them resurfaced. Basically what my plans have kind of changed a little bit. Basically what I want to do now is pretty much run these rotors. I'm gonna run these rotors and pads till the pads are pretty much done. Then I'm gonna upgrade to the drilled and slotted rotors with the ceramic pads. Alrighty, so we have our caliper back together. We ended up painting them red. I think it's gonna look good. I don't know. I hope the paint actually lasts. Basically what I did is I cleaned them up and painted them with a high temp black, and then went over them with a gloss red because I didn't have a high temp red, so this might look like shit in a few years or maybe a few weeks. But I think they look pretty cool. We're gonna throw them on the car. We got some more work to do. I still got to clean up the rotors, but I think this is gonna be pretty rad. We got our pads in there already, and that's exactly right there why you want to wipe these off. If all that's on the rotor and the pads are freaking pushing it right into the rotor, their brakes are gonna squeal. I tell you what, this thing slows down real good. That's impressive. I'm actually pretty darn impressed by this right now. I can't lie. Here is the front rotor and caliper on the passenger side of the car, and these are the calipers that we painted about a year ago, and as you can see, they've actually lasted pretty good. All right, so we're gonna be taking off the calipers and the rotors. It looks nice even to this day, even a year later, so we're gonna be doing the same thing on the back. A little trick here that I wanted to share with everyone is, so you see we have our rotor here. We're gonna take this cardboard box here, gonna lay it over it. If I can line it back up. Then we're gonna take like a rubber mallet and then just smack around the edges. Oh, I'm a little off on my on where the actual end of the rotor is. That's fine. We'll go around and we'll cut out the circle. You have a cutout that remotely looks like a circle, kind of an oblong shaped circle there. Oh well. But then the idea is to be able to take your rotor here, bring the rotor back up, and slide your cardboard over the rotor. And basically it allows you to be able to paint the outside of the rotor here without actually having to get any overspray on the actual rotor part itself. Spray some brake cleaner on our rotor here and try to wipe off all the grease. Let's start cleaning. Update on our rotors. Our rotors are, I put the last coat on them. They're gonna sit here and they're gonna dry now, but as you can see, they're gonna be black, like I wanted them to be, and they should look pretty decent. But like I said, I ended up doing 2 coats, and that should be enough. Like I said, I just want to kind of keep all the rust off of them and whatnot. And again, not the greatest paint job, didn't go into exact detail, but it'll look good enough for me, anyways. All right, so we have our caliper brackets hanging up here. I sprayed the first one up. What we're going to do for the second one here is the same thing we did for the first one. Spray it down with some brake cleaner just to get all the wax and grease and, well, not the wax, but the any of the grease or scum or dirt that might still be on it. And we're ready to try to start blasting this one up. Like I said, this is just going to be a quick coat. I did screw up. The other SD card that I was using in my camera got full and I didn't realize it. But we did do our first coat of red on our caliper brackets, and we're going to do our second one. We're just using some red paint that I had. This is the same exact paint that I used on the front calipers when I did it a year ago, and it worked out really well. So we're gonna give these guys the second coat here. The update for you: we put our final coat on. We're pretty much letting the caliper brackets dry now. And everything has red paint on it now, so that's pretty cool. So these are the caliper brackets. They're both done. They need to dry in order for me to put them back on the car. And now let's go take a look at the calipers. So here are the calipers. This is the one on the driver's side. Looking pretty good. I will say, though, it is such a pain in the butt to try to paint these on the car. I said it before, I'll probably say it again in case if I edit it out. 100% recommend. If you're going to end up getting new calipers for your car or whatever, and you want to paint them before you put them on. All right, so here's the passenger side. Like I said, we got everything red. Everything's red. It's going to look good when we put it back together. I'm excited. But the big deal for me that needs to happen is these need to sit here and dry. And I'm probably going to let them sit I should probably let them sit overnight, let them sit, and then come back out tomorrow morning and put the whole car back together. I'm not sure what I want to do there yet because, like I said, these do need to dry, and if I start touching them prematurely while the paint has not cured yet, we are going to have a mess on our hands. So we ended up putting 3 coats of red on the calipers and also on the caliper brackets. Like I said, they look good. I'm really happy with how they came out. It looks good, finally. I was just getting sick and tired of having the front ones red and the back ones weren't. Here, I'll walk up to the front ones here. Like I said, I did the brake upgrade in the front, so obviously these calipers are going to be much bigger, and they fill out the wheel very, very nicely. I really dig that look. About 7 years ago since the last time you saw this car. I think the last time you saw this car, we had some issues with the taillights that we were working on, but it's been about a good, I don't know, 6 to 8 months since I've really done much with it, but we got an update for you today. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be showing you what we got and what my game plans are for the year of 2021 for this car. You might notice something a little different, and it's going to be that thing right there. That used to be chrome. And we also got some other stuff too. Let's just skirt on over here. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. So in case you don't remember, the car also had chrome Regal badges on it, like on the doors. And honestly, with the maroon and the blacked out badge, I just think it'll look absolutely incredible. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, the maroon and chrome thing that we got going right now is pretty neat, but yeah, I think that's going to look a lot better. So this is our original grille that came off the car. Like I said, it was a chrome one. The car came with pretty much mostly a chrome package. And I'm going to do just about everything I can to just get rid of about almost all the chrome except for the rims, which they're Pontiac rims that are on it. But this is the original grille that's on it. And currently right now, we went to the junkyard and actually, believe it or not, I don't know how, they're hard to come by, especially not being messed up and stuff. But that's the one that's on the car now. We end up finding a blacked out one, which is awesome. I put it on the car just to see what it looks like, but we're gonna have to, I scuffed it up a little bit, but we're gonna scuff it up. We're gonna repaint that. And then also what's going on the car is, if you saw it over here or not, we actually managed to find a spoiler, and that's like next to impossible for these cars because they're not really out there unless if you go and buy an aftermarket one. So in order to paint this, I went to Advanced Auto and picked up some Duplicolor Perfect Match paint. I'm gonna be honest with you, I test sprayed this and it's not perfect. It's not, but I'm hoping that between this being black and then this spraying on, it'll match the color of the car pretty close. And then I got to do the scary part and drill holes into the trunk. I'm not looking forward to that. But then we'll install this. We'll get our blacked out grille actually on. I'm pricing out some smoked headlights for the front. And then after that, we're actually going to get the windows tinted. Well, we've got it back. It's finally successfully finished painted. What we did is we sanded it down. Primed it, glossed it black, and then actually cleared over it. This is the emblem off the other one. I messed up. I tried pressing it on the inside to get the emblems out and to get this emblem off the other one, and I ended up wrinkling it here, and it sucks because it looks stupid now. But I'm gonna live with it. I mean, it is what it is. So you're just gonna line them up and very slightly. Oh, that's why there's only 5. That one's broken. I just saw that now. Oh, well, let's just easily place that in there. There we go. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to take our plastic screws here and we're going to start them. Now, these should be 10 millimeter. If I grab the camera here, I'll slide you up and actually show you what's going on. So I got the light in here. Now, this is going to be an upside down view, but like I said, stud there. They're all kind of going in across. So let me grab one of the nuts here. So we got one of them here, and then you kind of just put it on and start threading it on. If the thing could just stay in there. Obviously they're plastic, don't tighten the snot out of them, but yeah, pretty easy. My final trick that I'm going to give you is the 2 top nuts are really, really difficult to get onto, those ones. So what I do is I'll actually take the 10 millimeter socket, I'll hold it on the inside here, and then send the ratchet and the extension through the groove here. So basically the socket's on that side as the extension and the ratchet are on this side. And that kind of makes it work a little easier, just in case, like, I don't know about anybody else, but there's moments where my brain just kind of doesn't figure things out, and I'll kind of sit there for a good 5 minutes and be like, why is this not working the way I would initiate it to, or like it to, and it just doesn't happen because, you know, sometimes people's brains work like that. So I figured I'd just give you that quick tidbit.
Not our trivial content. Usually I'm not here to, you know, do videos on grandma cars. But I've owned that car for 8 years now. It seemed fitting. That car has always played a crucial role in the transportation of my ass to work. And no matter what that thing's been through, it's always showed up. I mean, literally the biggest issue we've ever had with it was a failed head gasket. I mean, besides that, it has been the best car. I know I say that about the crew cab all the time, but man, the Buick's right there with it. And the Buick doesn't get the recognitions. It's not a star on this channel. Nobody cares about a Buick Regal. This video is probably gonna get like 150 views, but I thought it was deserving of it. I thought that car deserved a story. We'll see you very soon as we have a lot more work to do on this car, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for all the other content that we always do. We will be getting back to the engine builds and some of the other stuff that we always do on this channel, so stay tuned for that as well. Get out in the garage and start wrenching on your projects. Your dreams will not work unless you do. We'll see you next time here on Boneyard Revivals. Take care.